Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Good afternoon and morning, depending on where you're from.
Yeah, man. What's up, y'all? What's up?
It's officially the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. Shout out to everybody in Cali because it's still morning for them.
Yes.
All right. Salute, peace, and blessings. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, man.
Thank God it's Friday. You know where you at, man. The official Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. BKS1 Radio. I'm actually excited today, man. I'm ready to get on the ones and twos tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
At TGIF Fridays. But first and foremost, for those that don't know, my co-host right here, the man that always understands, and together we got the plan. We call him what? Smooth P.
My brother to the left, sitting there looking jiggy, because on his chest he's sport my man. I said sport. He's sporting my man, Biggie. We call him the one and only Stone on the joint.
This is why he's a DJ, not an MC.
I'm an MC too.
Yeah, okay. Okie dokie.
That's right. Yes,
shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. Peace and blessings to everybody. First and foremost, shout out to everybody watching us live right now on YouTube. That's BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching us live right now on Twitter and Periscope.
Yes.
Listen, on Twitter it's at Storm of BKS1. All right, and then we retweet that to at BKS1 Radio ENT. Shout out to everybody that's watching us live on the mother site, WBKS1.com. You can watch us live there too.
Yes, yes.
And shout out to everybody watching us live on the TuneIn app. Listen
to us.
If you don't have the TuneIn app by now for your mobile device, get it, people. Get the free version. And you can listen to all your favorite radio stations from around the world. And guess who's on there? WBKS1 Radio. All you got to do is put in BKS1 in the search on the TuneIn app. We pop right up. You can listen to all your favorite shows and the 24-hour music play after we go off air on the Man Cave Morning Show. All right, so make sure y'all get that TuneIn app, and shout out to everybody trickling in on FB. Now listen, no matter what platform you are on, make sure y'all share it out. Just click the share button like this right now. Click the share button. Click the share. Oh, I see you. You click the share button. Oh, I see you. I can tell. You click the share button. And you click the share button. That's it. Share. Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
All right. So shout out to everybody on the check-in. I want to give some shout out, some love. Shout out to my man Wolf Nation on the check-in. Rich, what's good?
Rich, what's up, bro?
Shout out to the beautiful Sylvia Vajar Ayala. I hope I said that right, Sylvia. Shout out to Cash Minor on the check-in. Shout out to Berkeley Lax on the check-in. Shout out to Pie Lady on the check-in. Hey, Pie Lady. Shout out to Garcia Mahoney on the check-in. Shout out to Maria Hunter Jordan. Sis, what's good on the check-in? Shout out to Gerald Freeman. Shout out to Ramuth Span. Shout out to Sandy B. What's up, baby? Shout out to CE King Parker on the check-in. Shout out to Tracy Abram on the check-in. Tracy, what's good? Shout out to I said Cash. Plainfield Bo Jackson on the check-in. What's up, cuz? Shout out to Derek Benford on the check-in. Steve Penn. Peace and blessings. Clap it up for all of them.
Yeah, man.
Because we're going to talk about some things today. All right, we're going to talk about some things. But first and foremost, we got to give y'all the church announcements. You know what's going down tonight. Watch this. You know what's going down tonight at TGI Fridays in Piscataway.
Oh, wow.
1315 Centennial Avenue. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. P don't like that shirt he got on.
I ain't saying I don't like this shirt.
So we got the new flyer with him, doing his things on the ones and twos.
Yes.
So everybody come out to the happy hour mix tonight,
Funny
Friday
guy.
Night Live, man. It's popping tonight, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Come on out. We turn TGI Fridays into the club. We're going to have a good time tonight, man. So come out tonight with us and relax, relate, release. It is also the Dollhouse Fridays. Shout out to Sage. Okay. All right. So we doing that the first of every month now on at TGI Fridays.
Yes.
The Dollhouse night. Okay. And we got DJ Gary Salim that will be rocking and representing the Dollhouse. All right. So the Dollhouse always select their favorite house DJ, house music DJ, to represent every first Friday of the month. Okay? All right. And of course, on the ones and twos, you got your boy DJ Smooth Pete. All right. And you got yours truly, DJ Storm on the General, will be rocking out on the ones and twos. So come on out and have a good time tonight. If you're in the area, man, if you're in Jersey, just come on out to TGI Fridays at Piscataway. Half price appetizers and drink specials is going down tonight. And also, don't forget, I will be rocking out on the ones and twos November 14th at the official NJ Pack Shaka Khan concert. It's going down. Get your tickets right now to see Shaka Khan November 14th. I will be rocking the after party for Shaka Khan NJ Pack. All right, right there at the Pack. It's going down. We had a lot of fun the last time I rocked out. I am back again. They called me back again to rock out for Shaka Khan. So come on out. Get those tickets, man. Yeah, go to NJ Pack and get those tickets, all right? So we just want to see everybody tonight, TGI Friday, so we can have a good time, and want to see y'all on November 14th for the after party for Shaka Khan. Now, we are back.
Hey, Solo, if you come through, bring that file with you tonight, fam.
You heard what he said. Bring the file with you tonight, fam. All right? So bring that file.
You know what I'm talking about.
Now, listen here. All right, today on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show, we're going to talk about some real things, man. Some real things. And I could kind of relate to this topic. Quite sure I got family members that can relate to this topic. Maybe you can relate to this topic. Are you prepared for death? You heard me. Are you prepared for death? Mm-hmm. I know a lot of y'all think y'all are, but get your affairs in order, man. Get them in order now. Mm-hmm. This thing is serious, man, and I want to talk about that. And listen, we got a lot of current events, a lot of things to discuss for y'all today. A lot of stuff that's been happening around the world, entertainment news and just news and all of that. But we want to talk about this thing. Are you prepared for death? So share it out right now. Somebody's going to need to hear this information. There are some things we're going to say to you, and maybe you could say some things to us based on some things you might have experienced because somebody you know wasn't prepared for death.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And we got to talk about this thing because it kind of bothers me in a way. I see so many GoFundMes
when somebody passed,
to help with funeral costs.
Yeah, man.
And it's sad to say,
crazy.
It's not a good thing.
Absolutely not.
It's not really a great thing because that should be taken care of.
Shouldn't be a burden on your family after you're gone.
It's a burden on your family, but it's just you got to make that transition easier for your family.
They're already struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're dealing with your loss.
With the loss. So now if it's, oh man, little JoJo or old JoJo died, how are we gonna bury him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not a good look.
Shout out to Bob Sumner on the check-in.
What's up, Bob?
And make sure y'all check out. I'll be throwing up a clip today of an interview I did with Bob Sumner at his annual celebrity softball event in Roselle. And he was just dropping, he was dropping some jewels and letting y'all know what he's working on and everything. And a lot of people gave him some accolades and everything, well-deserved accolades. So salute to Bob Sumner.
Yes.
That's my dude. I'm waiting for him to put me in on one of his shows, man. Let me get my jiggy on. Come on, Bob. Got skills, son. All right, shout out to Bob Sumner, man.
Salute.
But real talk, man. Are you prepared for death?
Let me tell everybody. I'm gonna say yes. I'll say I'm partially prepared. If I drop dead right now, my family would be able to put me in the ground, and my wife would be comfortable. But as far as things go, I'll say no. Like, I don't care if you're rich, if you're poor, middle class, whatever. you should have a will written up, just so it cuts out all of the nonsense.
And we're gonna get into that.
Yeah,
we definitely gonna get into that.
Okay.
For sure. And matter of fact, we'll attack that before we would get into these issues and current events that we're going to discuss and everything, because some people need to hear this, man. I mean, it's not.
Life insurance is a minimum. That's the minimum that you should make sure that you have.
Yeah.
At least
definitely.
like a $10,000 coverage.
Definitely. So what we're going to discuss right now is how to financially plan for your death. How to financially plan for your death so your loved ones don't have to. All right. So we're gonna give you 6 bullet points real quick. And if you got a story, please call in 646-233-1302, because I know somebody has dealt with this, or maybe is dealing with this, or whatever the case may be. And if you could be transparent on our show, we appreciate you and everything. So the phone line is open, or you can put your comments in the chat. We're going to read your comments, going to try to get to all of them, as many as we can today on the Man Cave Morning Show. And again, make sure you share this out, because we're about to drop some jewels on how to financially plan for your death. And I know it's a thing people don't want to talk about,
but you need to talk about.
But you got to talk about it, and that's the problem.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to talk.
That line of communication when it comes to that is not open. All right, so we're gonna go with bullet point number 1. Bullet point number 1, all right, is I'm sorry.
We sorry, guys. We just realized there was no sound on it. Thank you, babe.
So,
I just told Norm we
thank
just
you.
read all that to himself.
So I just read. All right. So
we're gonna try this one more again.
We're gonna try this again. All right. So bullet point number 1 is get covered by life insurance. Let me read that to you again real quick. All right. So number 1, I got it right here. All right, let's talk about life insurance. Many of us believe that we do not need life insurance for one reason or another. You are single, young, and have no dependents. Your kids are grown and on their own, and you have plenty of savings already. But these are myths. Most of us have legitimate ways in which life insurance will benefit our families upon our death. If anyone is dependent on you to provide for their living expenses, chances are you greatly benefit from having a life insurance policy, especially if you are the sole or main breadwinner of the family. They will need a way to replace that income in the event of your untimely death. Even if your spouse has the larger earnings, he or she may need to quit or scale back on hours to care for little ones in the immediate aftermath of loss or pay for childcare. Either way, the financial security provided by life insurance is crucial. So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. So you don't have no life insurance. All right. Few ways of not having life insurance can hurt the situation once you leave this earth. One, somebody in your family got to pay for that funeral.
Get rid of you, exactly.
All right,
put you under the bed
for that funeral, whatever the case may be, cremation, the straight up funeral where you get buried or whatever. And from what I'm hearing is like to have a funeral and get the casket and all of that. and to get buried in the grave is like around $11,000.
Yeah, about to say at least 10.
About
at least a minimum of $10,000.
Well, I just recently heard it's like $11,000.
Yeah.
From you know what I'm saying, and then cremation. So you're like, okay, we're gonna go the cheap route. Cremation, that's still like between $4,500 and $5,000.
About $5,000.
Yeah, about $5,000. All right. So if you don't have that in your bank account and you don't have that money on hand, what's gonna happen? You're gonna have to start asking people to help you out.
A month later, they still got the body on ice. I'm JoJo's funeral's coming, y'all. We figuring it out.
So what are you doing? So you're scrambling around, and maybe your loved one that you lost has some valuables. So you trying to pawn stuff, or you trying to sell stuff, or whatever the case may be, to try to get up that $11,000 or that $5,000.
Yeah, not the move you want to be making.
And that's not the moves you want to be making. So then what happens next? Then you got to create a GoFundMe page, you know, or you got to ask family members to chip in.
Man.
Well, listen, we got maybe 10 family members that's working, or 15, whatever. If everybody chips in a certain amount, whatever, but you really shouldn't have to go through that.
No.
And this is why it's important to be prepared, all right, and take out a life insurance policy.
Absolutely.
And don't wait until you get sick and got to have all the tests, and then they deny you life insurance, because after a certain age, you can't. It's no use of you taking out life insurance when you're 80.
Nah.
Because it's going to be hard.
Yeah, they probably won't even give you your policy at 80.
It's going to be hard.
They know that you're going to knock off soon.
The time to take out life insurance is when you're vibrant and healthy.
Yeah.
All right, because once they do them tests and all of that, and you come back with flying colors, they're going to give you the premium policy.
Yeah.
Let's read some comments.
I'll remute because of going by what I said before. Well, actually, I'll start with. I'll start going up higher. She said, "No, preparing now. We all have a checkout date." Playing Football Jack said, "Great topic." Denise said, "This is a great topic also." Juanita said, "I agree. Everyone needs to prepare. I have life insurance, but I haven't made a living will." Remove said, "People show the real them when it comes to money." Shaking my head.
Man, listen.
Kaz said, "If old JoJo isn't prepared, he's going to an unknown grave." Ingrid said, "The shock, the shock of pain of death can be debilitating. Insurance will help your loved ones. I didn't know my mom was sick. By the time I learned cancer ran through her body in 2 weeks, she had no insurance." While Amos says, "First and foremost, you don't have to be prepared for death. It's coming no matter what. But the bigger question is, have you made your peace with your creator and prepared your financial departure? If not, you are very disrespectful to your own loved ones."
Well, listen. You do have to be prepared for death.
Yeah.
You actually do. I mean, I get all that with God and all that. We talking about being financially prepared.
Yeah.
You got to deal with God on your own terms.
That's between you and him.
Yeah.
But my dead body on the floor, and how we gonna get rid of it?
Come on.
That's between me
and I'll tell you
them.
another thing. What I'm learning, make sure. All right. Again, while you're healthy and all this stuff like that, a lot of y'all hold on, and I got to say this before I go to my other bullet point. A lot of y'all hold on to situations that didn't work out in your life. So, in other words, you were married. Y'all didn't get a divorce. She just went her own way. You went your own way. Years and years go by. Whatever. You get sick.
Listen.
You're on your deathbed.
Man, listen.
You die the next day.
Listen.
And then guess what? All right. She still, or he still, your wife or husband,
has the last say of everything.
And still has the last say on everything.
Yeah.
And so your loved ones are scrambling, trying to bury you. Right?
And they could put the kibosh on everything.
They could put the kibosh on everything. So now you figure, you know what? I don't have enough to pay for my brother's funeral and everything, so let me sell some of his belongings. You can't. because you still got to go through her.
Exactly.
She's in charge of that now. If there was no will and there was no life insurance or nothing like that, she's in charge of what happens. All right. She has the power of attorney to say, no, you can't sell his stuff.
Yeah.
Or yes, you can. She has the power of attorney. So even if that man got $1 million in the bank,
you can't touch it.
She has the power of attorney to say, that $1 million is mine.
Yeah.
And I'm not using it for the funeral expenses. I haven't been with this cat in like 8 years.
I actually had a friend that something like that similarly happened to. And it would just so happen that they were on good terms, because had they not been on good terms, like the situation could have went real ugly. You know, like literally it came down to that, like who's making decisions, well, who's to this, who's to that, and they were still married, although they hadn't been together for many years, and had gotten sick when literally was like pretty much, you know, touch and go situation. But that's real. Like, you need to take care of that. So say you had a bitter breakup, and now you're on your deathbed, and it come down to, oh, well, we're trying to make a decision. Should we pull the plug or should we do treatment? Just pull the plug. Pull the plug. You know, so when it says get yourself in order, get all of that in order.
It is not fair to leave your family
with the burden.
With the burden and the headaches of this, unless you didn't like your family and you just like them, whatever. And if that's the case,
if you screwed them in life and you screwed them in death,
if that's the case, they just probably going to put you in a wooden box anyway.
Yeah.
You know, or throw you out in the back or whatever. You know, but listen, man, seriously, take care of your affairs now while you can.
Yeah.
All right. So if you just joined us, we are talking about, are you prepared for death? Okay.
Well, like I tell you, like I said, I know my wife is she's taken care of, and vice versa. And if anything happened, I'm taking. We both are taking care of each other.
Absolutely. No, and number two. Okay. Number 2 is make a list of online accounts and passwords. Make a list of online accounts and passwords. Why is this important, you say?
I'll let you read that first, and I'm going to talk on that.
All right?
Yeah.
So now, if you can't even remember your passwords, how in the world will your family? Make sure that all the information your loved ones will need to access any financial accounts or insurance policies is stored in a secure, accessible place like a safe deposit box or home safe. Think bank accounts, credit cards, and retirement accounts. Imagine the frustration of knowing your recently departed loved one had made arrangements to help provide financial support, but because you cannot find an account number or PIN, you are left stranded without access to those resources in the immediate aftermath of a death. Your family will likely need to access cash that you have set aside or other accounts and services that you've set up. You can provide comfort to them by making these resources easily accessible. Y'all hear me?
Yeah. I'm gonna comment on that though, because you gotta be careful with some of the stuff that they're saying in there, because if monies are moved out of accounts once you're dead and you're not the executor, you can get in a lot of trouble for that. Like if I die today, right, and somebody who doesn't have access, it's not the executor over my account, goes and removes money out of any of my accounts tomorrow,
it's stealing.
You are going to get in a shit ton of trouble. Like, so that's a little, I get it. You should make sure that your loved one who's right next to you, that y'all dealing with each other, has that information. That's what I'm going to say, because me and Maria talk about that all the time.
Right.
Like having all that, like, and I'm glad we just said that, because you know what, we're going to sit down and do that this weekend. Like, to put all of the accounts and all of the passwords somewhere where if something happens, the other knows where to go find it. 'Cause like you said, we have so many different accounts and different stuff. Her life insurance, my life insurance, this bank account, that bank account, this saving, that savings. And if God forbid, if something happened, I wouldn't know how to access her stuff, and vice versa. If something happened, she wouldn't know how to access. So that's super important that you do put that list together. Don't give it to anybody. Because then you mess around.
Put it in a safe.
Put it in a safe place or a
deposit
safe
box.
you know, exactly. But that's definitely super important.
Yeah.
And we talk about that all the time.
Yeah, no doubt. If you just join us, we're talking about how to financially plan for your death.
Yes.
So your loved ones don't have to. Share this information out, man. Somebody needs to hear this. We're going to talk about this today on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. All right, so we're on bullet point number 3.
Number 3, I got to start wearing smaller shirts. I look big as hell in that shirt. I look like a bullet point right now.
Okay.
Sheesh. I'm like,
you good, my brother.
Fat man.
You good, my brother. All right. Three is set up power of attorney.
Absolutely.
That's what number 3 is. Set up power of attorney. Who's got your back?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about this. Who's got your back?
Give it to me, everybody. I'm a good guy.
All right, here it is.
Gotcha.
Many people fail to express their wishes for their health care should they become incapacitated, either because they never knew they should or they think nothing bad will happen to them and overlook the importance of such choices. The truth is, every adult should consider these matters and make their desires known in advance. Healthcare directive, which includes a living will and preferences for your healthcare. If it also designates a durable healthcare power of attorney, a person you trust to make medical decisions on your behalf should you be unable to do so. You should also appoint a general power of attorney who can handle your financial affairs if you become incapacitated.
Yeah, that is super important.
All right.
Now, if you are married, automatically, a lot of that goes to your spouse.
Yes.
Not necessarily the power of attorney, though. The power of attorney still needs to be put into writing because you could have someone else over your power of attorney.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of that's super important.
Just make sure you know who's going to handle your affairs and everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, God forbid it's like, anything happened to me or my wife or whatever like that. I think we're responsible enough to get things handled.
Yeah.
The right way and do the right things.
Absolutely.
So just make sure, again, you know who that person is.
And have the conversations and know what the person's wishes are. Like, don't cremate somebody who never want to be cremated. Even though they're gone, but you don't want to mess with their spirit. Like, me and my wife had that conversation before, and she was like, oh, don't, because actually I've cremated 2 of my children. And she was like, I don't want to be cremated. I'm going, I want to be buried. So she made that clear. So of course, I would bury her. I mean, I probably wouldn't cremate her anyway. If something did happen, but but you need to know these things. Like, some people have specific ways that they want to be, memorialized at the end. So put that in writing also.
No doubt. Let's read some comments.
All right. Oh, Ingrid. Okay. Ingrid said also schedule periodic death cleaning. Being a pack rat is a burden to the person that has to handle your affairs. And I've seen that too. People have to come in and there's so much, when it's a lot of older people and they have so much just stuff just built up all over the place. And that's it that just came in so far. Walter Pittman said in some states, I'm not sure what he's talking about, unless he was talking about what I was talking about the spouse and the power of attorney. And he also said, why is the sound going out? That just says we forgot to put sound on some of the shots. We sorry, man. We sorry. We be rushing.
Yeah, we good.
We good. We got you.
Now I'm gonna say this too. Another thing too. Anything you do not want anyone to find out about you, all right, during your untimely death, you need to get rid of that way in advance. You need to have a spot. Like, if you doing some dirt and you got all the guns and drugs or whatever the case may be, or anything that you don't want somebody to find out about you, maybe you need to hide that a little bit better, because once you die, your family's going through everything.
Yeah.
So if you don't want them to find out about your sexual habits, or you maybe some criminal habits, or double life, or drugs, or whatever the case may be. You
or your old nudie pictures.
you need to get your stuff in order. And again, I know none of us know when we checking out, but maybe you need to have that somewhere else where nobody can find it. Maybe you need to have I can't even say a storage space. Rent out a storage space because
they're going through that too.
They're going through that too, or whatever. I don't know. Just cover your tracks.
Don't do nothing wrong.
Cover your tracks.
Live a good life.
Yeah, all right.
And you ain't gotta hide shit. How about that?
Okay. In Fantasyland.
You said fantasy.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, that's what I'm rocking with you on that. Live a better life, but at the same time, just man,
you're already going to your grave. Don't have a whole graveyard in the closet.
I know you like by now. Well, shoot, I'm dead now. They're gonna find out one way or the other. They're gonna find out one way or the other. If you just joined us, we talking about are you prepared for death, man? And we need to have this conversation because we don't have it enough. And there's a lot of people that get caught out there, and something can happen to one of us today or tomorrow, whatever. You just want to make sure that the people around you are not burdened. The people that love you are not burdened and overwhelmed with trying to make sure you get to your proper resting place and taking care of your affairs. All right. So we're on number 4. We're almost at the last bullet point. So again, if you just joined us, all right, we are talking about how to financially plan for your death so your loved ones don't have to. And we're on number 4. Number 4 is make plans for your funeral. Now, I know this sounds crazy because, who really wants to make plans for their funeral?
I've heard a lot of people do that.
While they are alive.
I've heard a lot of people do it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, let's talk about this, right? So, do you really want a $10,000 casket? Do you prefer flowers or charitable contributions? Speak up now. You will not only get to have some input on your particular funeral or memorial arrangements, such as your favorite hymns or reading, but also save your loved ones a lot of headache. Any pre-planning you can do while you are still living and breathing eases the burden placed on your loved ones from having to make difficult decisions in the midst of their own grief. All right, when a family member passes away, especially if it's sudden and unexpected, there are a lot of urgent decisions to make in a very short time. If you have already expressed some of your wishes about the type of service you like, whether you prefer a service in the church or a simple graveside gathering, who will deliver your eulogy, and what music will play. Grieving loved ones will have fewer decisions to make. Furthermore, as unpleasant as it is to think about, there are funeral homes that encourage family members to make expensive choices about caskets and flowers and grave markers. In the midst of our grief and sometimes our guilt, we are more likely to spend more than necessary and more than we might have on these items. All right. The best way to handle pre-planning for funeral arrangements is to express your wishes in writing and keep that document in a safe place with other important family papers. All right. So if you want Tupac played at your funeral, all right. I want a DJ.
Oh wow.
I want a DJ.
Well, just have you propped. That's the new thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have people on what they love on motorcycles. I've seen a guy propped up in the king's on a throne with his king thing. I've seen all kinds. So we can have you propped up like that, so everybody could come by and look at you. You could have your pioneer up there
instead of an organ player. Straight up, I want a DJ. I don't want no organ player. Just have a straight up DJ. Y'all could do all the Cooley High and all of that, whatever type music, whatever the case may be. But I'd rather have a DJ. I don't want no organ player and none of that, or whatever. I don't want that. All right, and I do want to screen. I want to screen with interviews I've done for BKS playing. That's cool. All right, so that's part of my. See, I'm planning.
Put it in writing.
Hopefully, I don't check out till I'm 120.
There you go. I'm trying to go for 150.
You trying to go for 150?
I'm trying to go 150. But I've heard of people
death is no fun.
Planning it out all the way from paying for their plot already, picking out their own casket and paying for their casket.
Costco, I heard got cheap caskets.
Yeah.
They got cheap caskets.
Yeah,
I heard.
you can buy caskets
People
from
are
Costco. Yes, you
buying their casket at Costco before they die, and just putting it away somewhere. You laughing?
No, I'm laughing because I know it's true.
But it's the truth, right?
Could you imagine going to somebody's garage and they got their casket just stored up and be like, let me be like, yo, my man, is that it? Yeah, man, I'm ready. I'm getting ready, man. I got it right next to the snowblower. So if it's snow, I'm ready. If I die, I'm ready.
Listen,
come on, man.
Listen, I'm just saying, man. And I want hip hop dancers too at my funeral. I don't want no praise dancers. No, for real. I don't want the praise dance. I don't want the traditional and all that, praise dancing and somebody like this with the ribbon like that, like
you don't
whatever.
Want the ribbon?
Nope. I want hip hop dancers like, like just straight up. Yeah.
All right. So before
it could be a little sad, but I want it joyous, man. I want it joyous because.
Well, it's supposed to be a celebration.
It's a celebration, but listen, man,
listen. You're supposed to celebrate a person's
I'm
life.
not going to front, man. I'm sad when I'm, I just recently lost my cousin,
sad.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm sad about that.
Absolutely.
Because I really think about it, like, people that know me as a producer and beat maker and all that stuff like that, like, I attribute that to him. Like, he helped me. I was scared to ever touch a keyboard, a music keyboard. I was scared. And my cousin was like, this is a blue note, this is that, this is a blues, this is that, whatever, like that, whatever. And then he played a part in my decision making of me getting my first keyboard and knowing what I'm actually doing with it.
Gotcha.
So, again, I salute him, man. And we send him off next week. We send him off on Tuesday.
Wow.
And again, rest in peace, Cuzzo, my cousin Lyston Booth.
Yeah.
Let's clap it up for my cousin's life.
Absolutely.
Very talented man. So salute, peace and blessings to you. If anybody want to come out, we will put up the funeral arrangements. I will post it up on my Facebook. Shout out to my cousin too, Plainfield Bo Jackson, aka Corey, my cousin Corey and everything, holding it down. Love you, cuz. And again, man, you got strength. Strong man. Strong, positive brother. Love him. Now, let's talk about number 5, or do we got some comments?
Yeah, I was going to read some comments.
Let's read some comments.
Walt has said, yes, P, you talking about before, and I was talking about husband and wife. He said, when he said in some states, he was saying that, yes, as we talked about. He also said, the other family you have, I guess talking about helping out. Maria has said, I do. I even know what song I want sung at my funeral. Ingrid said, this is an awesome topic. She also said, please don't traumatize us. LOL. I guess you're talking about, I said, propping you up at the DJ. And Sue said, shaking my head. While Pittman said, my father planned his whole funeral. That's what's up. Juanita said, I love this topic because there are a lot of us out that really hate to talk about death, thinking they are speaking it into existence. I will make sure my husband and I get our paperwork in place. Thank you.
It's a reality.
It is reality.
And you know what? The more and more people close to me
that pass away,
I realize that will be me.
I'm the same.
Eventually.
Yeah.
And sometime in life that will be me as well. That will be you as well. That's something we all will go through.
I'll be honest, and you probably gonna go, oh, I know you're Superman, but I'm not. I'm not Superman. But I always say that I'm not scared of death, and I'm really not. As much as I want to live, and as long as I want to live, I'm not. And I think that's why when those certain things happen that I've spoke about, and I'm like, oh yeah, P, you think Superman. It's not that I think I'm Superman. It's that I know that one day I'm going to die. And I know that when it's that time, there's nothing that I will be able to do to stop it. So if those instances are that time, I just feel like if I go, I'm going to go as a man 10 toes down. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not afraid of death. I know that I'm going to die. Do I ever want to die? No. But I know as the day I was born, I know that it's also marked in a book somewhere that I'm going to lay down. There's some people who are terrified of dying. And if, oh, my God. I mean, you can't live life like that, worrying about if today's the day that you're going to die. And there's some people that live like that. you have to prepare for it, like we're speaking about, so that the people who love you who are left behind can cope accordingly, and don't have to, like say, you should never be a burden on your family or friends once you're out of here. Like that is, like, I've seen it too many times.
It's, you know what, people get so caught up in life that they forget about death.
Let me clap that. Ooh, my brother getting feeling.
I'm just. You stupid.
Oh, what?
You stupid. But it's the truth, man.
That is
Listen. Nobody.
I like that.
Listen. If I lost any of my family, my friends, whatever like that, I'm always hurt. I'm always sad. Even though I know that's something we are going to experience. I'm always hurt and sad. I love the friends that I do have. The ones that I have left.
Yeah.
I give a damn about. I care about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My wife, I care about. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
my family, I care about. I don't care, man. I don't get caught up in if somebody got petty beef with me, whether it be family member, friend, or whatever. I don't hold on to that.
No.
Life is too short. It is too short to hold on to some BS.
Yeah, absolutely.
And some petty stuff. You know what I'm saying? I love all my family. I love all my, whether we spend time together or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether somebody calls and checks on me or not. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like I love all my family. I love all my friends. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can have a petty beef with my wife. At the end of the day, it's like,
blow it off. Let it go.
Blow it off.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Married for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we'll get through it. Stop being so petty, man. I'm telling you. Stop being so petty. Because as we're discussing this subject today, you know what I'm saying? And you could be mad at somebody, but then all of that goes out the window.
Something happens.
And something happens. I'm telling you right now, real talk.
And then you feel guilty about it.
All right, so again, let's get to we on number 5,
yes,
right?
Number 5, yeah.
Number 5. So if you just joined us, share this show out.
Yeah, man.
Somebody needs to hear this information. I don't know what platform,
absolutely.
whether you're listening to us on the website, WBKS1.com, or Facebook, or Twitter, Periscope, we're everywhere. Or
YouTube.
Mm-hmm. TuneIn app, whatever. Share the show out. Click the share button. All right? If you just joined us, we're talking about how to financially plan for your death so your loved ones don't have to. All right? So we're on number 5. Number five. Okay. This is important. All right, so let's talk about this one. It says inventory all personal items. Y'all hear that? Inventory all personal items. Now, what does that mean? Let's talk about what it means. Okay. Who will get Aunt Martha's silver? Great grandpa's photo album. Over the years, you have no doubt collected any number of treasures. Over the year, you probably collected a lot of treasures and valuable things. Some may have real financial value. Others are merely sentimental. What happens to these things? If you have thoughts about how to distribute family heirlooms and items of value, it is important that you make that clear. Not only will this ensure that your wishes are honored, but you can spare your loved ones from potential rifts that can arise from all the divvying and decision-making that invariably accompanies such a situation. I've seen so many families fall out over BS once somebody passes away.
Man, listen.
I
was supposed to get that.
I want that magical sword that Pop had, or I want that he had. I want the, when my father
always like that.
My father passed. I was looking for the pool stick. I still think my brother took that pool stick, but I was looking for his pool stick and everything like that. Like certain things, you want to keep close.
Yeah.
After you lose a loved one or whatever. But I've seen families fall out over stuff like this.
Man.
They fall out over the photo albums or the piece of jewelry or this or whatever. And like, why? Why? Because the focus is that you no longer have that loved one.
Exactly.
Let's take this call. Caller from the 208. State your name, where you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Show. What's up?
Hey guys, it's Jesse.
What's up, Jesse? How are you?
What's going on, man?
Well, I wanted to call you guys because on the subject of what you're talking about right now.
Why you got the reverb on?
Why
Jesse?
you sound crazy, Jesse?
It's not a reverb. I'm in a cave. I'm preparing for death as we speak, boys, and I just wanted to thank you for talking about this topic.
You can't even be mad at him. You gotta love this guy.
You want to hear a little backstory? What happened? I have a friend named Rutledge, and Rutledge showed me his man cave. He said, "Hey, check out my new man cave, Jesse." I said, "This isn't a man cave. This is a boy cave." And then he got mad at me. And he told me, let's go on a caving adventure. He knows I love caves. He brought me into this cave, and then he left, and he took my flashlight. Now I'm stuck, and I am for sure gonna die, boys. Woo!
You know what? Jesse, have a great weekend, Jesse.
Crazy.
Love you, brother.
Love you guys.
Good luck. Yo, something is wrong.
Jesse is shot.
Yo, what's wrong with people? Aye. Caller from the 908. State your name, where you calling from. You're on the Man Cave Show. What's good?
Yo, this is Mr. Social. Good Vibes Entertainment calling in from Elizabeth, New Jersey. What's going on?
Salute.
What's up?
What's good, Mr. Social? What's popping?
Yeah. I just wanted to talk about it. Love what you guys got going on. Just lost my grandmother recently.
Wow.
And that's a real big thing with the family, dividing up everything. Thank God we don't have that problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely have seen that issue a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, a lot of it, we could take care of that before this arise and we transition. If you leave a living will or, have some instructions upon your transition of how things should be divided up, I think we should do more with that.
Yes, absolutely. And first and foremost, man, sorry for your loss, man.
Absolutely, man.
Condolences and prayers to you and your family.
Yes.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No doubt, man. But you hit it right on the head, man. We got to take care of all that now.
We have to. Because
absolutely, along with insurance.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes,
insurance, man.
Very important.
Like you see, insurance was number one, and that is it. Let's start the foundation there. Let's make sure that we got insurance.
No doubt.
And then we work our way up. But
no doubt.
We appreciate you, man.
I appreciate y'all guys, man, with this platform. We appreciate it.
No doubt.
Salute, man.
Salute.
No doubt. Have a great weekend.
Peace.
Listen,
yeah, man.
Listen, this is why we telling all y'all, come on out tonight, TGI Fridays, and celebrate. We're gonna celebrate life.
Yes, absolutely.
Tonight, TGI Fridays. I want to see everybody in the building. We rocking from 10 to 1 a.m. We start a little earlier sometimes, but it's the Fridays located at 1315 Centennial Avenue, Piscataway. Come on out. We're gonna celebrate life tonight and have a good time. The happy hour mix is going down. All right, come out, get some appetizers, some drinks, and let's have a good time.
Well, just so you know, Norm, in case Sandy goes before you, she says, I don't want a funeral. Cremate me, pour me into the ocean.
Well, babe, we probably gonna have to beef about that.
Oh shit! You can't beef.
I'm
saying,
if
that's her wishes, you got to beef.
First of all, everybody will be hot with me that
bro.
I ain't talking about my wife's funeral. We'll talk about it.
Matter.
We'll talk about when I get home.
Man, wow.
You sit there till I get home.
Wow.
Don't go near nothing hot.
Nothing hot, nothing sharp.
No no cremation for you. Nah.
Wow.
We'll talk later. On a serious tip though, we're gonna go to number 6? We had the last one, right?
Yeah, I thought it was was it 5, 6?
Yeah, it was 6.
Okay,
6. We're on the last one. So if you just joined us, we're talking about how to financially plan for your death so your loved ones don't have to. All right, and we're on number 6. The last one is create your will, of course. Create your will. Why is a will important? Why do I need to have a will? Well, we're going to talk about that. All right. Where's the will? Where there's a will, there's a way. All right. If you think wills are only for the wealthy, nope. So they can choose who gets to play with their millions after their death. Think again. Every adult should have a will, especially those with dependents. If you're married, you will want to create a will that adequately provides for your surviving spouse after your death. Most married couples choose to create mirror wills that transfer all assets to the surviving spouse first, then to dependents or relatives or charitable causes once both spouses pass away. If you are single and have no dependents, you still want to designate what is to be done with whatever financial assets you may leave behind. If you do have dependents, a will can protect them in a number of ways. First, you have the right to name a guardian for them in your will while they are still young. If you don't name a guardian, the state will, and their choice may not be what's best for your children.
Absolutely.
All right?
Yeah.
You can also set up a trust for your kids through a will. Since children cannot directly inherit money and property as minors, a trust can hold those things for them until they reach adulthood. A trustee who you designate will manage that trust on their behalf with their best interests in mind. Okay? While there are firms and forums you can find online to help you establish a will, we recommend you hire an estate lawyer for the most secure and best document. All right? So hopefully, some of this information we discussed today, and by us all having this conversation, we will prepare ourselves adequately for death.
Yeah, man.
All right? For something we can't avoid. That's the one thing none of us can avoid is death. Eventually, we all will leave this earth. All right? So why not just be prepared so our loved ones
and honor your loved ones' wishes. Do not go against their wishes and have them turning over in the afterlife.
Listen. She gets mad at me for eating her meals, her low-calorie meals. I got mad at her yesterday for drinking my ginger ale. So she's gonna have to get mad because
you gonna mess around and have sis if she knows she's sick.
She
gonna turn on the oven and just jump in like, oh, he ain't gonna cremate me. I'm gonna do my. She knows she's an Aries. He ain't gonna do. I'm gonna do my damn self.
Now this don't have nothing to do with financial. All right, listen. Before you die, acknowledge the important people in your life. Who was important in your life? Acknowledge them. Remember treasured moments from your life.
Absolutely.
Apologize to those you love if you hurt them. Forgive those who love you if they have hurt you. Express your gratitude for all the love and care you have received. Tell your friends and family how much you love them.
Daily.
Take a moment to say goodbye.
See you later.
All right.
Clap that up too. That was a good little list.
Yeah. So that was our spiel on being prepared for death. Again, I hope this conversation helps somebody or just inform somebody
or motivated
somebody to get themselves in order, get these things in order. Let's read some comments before we go on.
All right, let me go back because there was some stuff I was gonna read from earlier. All right, so I was there. Okay, Ingrid was saying, she said, I'm in New Jersey for a funeral right now. My aunt prepared and my cousin was able to put together her service quickly. I already read Sandy. Soups was sending out condolences. Juanita sending condolences to you also.
Appreciate you all.
Soups also said, my grandma subdivided her farm and gave each of her children their inheritance of the property. The grandchildren run the main house, and we are responsible for the expenses. Grandma did this when she was in her 80s. So that just jumped way up. Why did I do that to me? In her 80s, and she lived to be 100. Wow. She made sure we knew what she expected out of us and the legacy she and my grandfather envisioned. A lot of more condolences. And Juanita at the end says, great information. Enjoy the rest of your day, beautiful people.
No doubt. Clap it up.
That. Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's go on to some of these current events. A lot going on in the world, man.
Whole lot.
What's going on? I see some NYPD stuff. What happened? NYPD criticized after viral video shows cops rushing subway car to arrest fare hopping teen.
Yeah.
Wow. What happened with this? Some of the officers allegedly pulled out guns on a teen while apprehending him. NYPD is facing criticism for a viral video that shows a dozen police officers rushing a subway car to arrest teen for fare evasion. In a report from the Washington Post, Adrian Napler was tackled to the ground, cuffed and frisked by a group of New York cops on a subway on Monday. The New York Police Department issued a statement saying that witnesses saw Napier with a gun and tried to approach him at another subway station before he slipped past a turnstile and boarded the train. Officers at the Franklin station located and identified the individual inside of the train and took him into custody without incident. The individual was arrested for not paying that fare and was charged with theft of service. We got a clip?
Don't do the clip. Do that first before the clip.
Okay.
It kind of explains it a little bit.
All right. In case you're wondering how an arrest in NYC goes down, the guy has made absolutely no indication that he would flee or flight and wasn't trying to hide. If you can't see, the reason everyone moved was because all the police had taken out their guns and aimed at him. Wow. Okay, now here's the clip. Believe it was like 7, 8 cops.
It was more than that, probably like about 10 or 12 cops.
That's crazy. See, that's excessive.
And the kid was sitting there. Like I said, there was actually a different video that I wanted to show that actually showed the beginning of it from the inside of the train before the reason it couldn't convert. And it shows how people were, like I said, people were around him, and then all of a sudden they were like, oh shit, like everybody started moving because all the police officers outside the train were aiming their guns inside the train at everybody. So they didn't know what was going on. And immediately when he seen that, he put his hands up and they're shooting, screaming commands at him.
Wow.
From outside. He's like, damn, like he just trying not to get shot. He like, what are you guys saying? Like, what do y'all want me to do? And then as y'all seen the rest, they rush in and tackle him, and all because he didn't pay $2.75. They want to say he had a gun. Of course, they had to justify it with something. Oh no, somebody said he had a gun. Like, knock it off.
Sheesh, somebody give up the $2.70 for him.
Yeah.
Lord. All of that.
All that for $2.75.
Man, father facing felony charges after shooting 2 men attempting to kidnap his son. Wow. That's crazy. A man in Slidell, Louisiana, was arrested after opening fire on 2 men attempting to kidnap his son. Hakeem Dumas was at a family member's home in the early morning hours of October 24th when 2 men showed up attempting to take his sleeping child. Dumas pulled his gun and shot at both men, killing one and injuring the other, according to the St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office. Short time later, the surviving man, 24-year-old Billy Porsche, was taken into custody and charged with aggravated attempted kidnapping of a child and second-degree murder. The murder charge comes as a result of his actions directly causing the death of the other individual. Now, Dumas was also arrested and is facing felony charges. Why? Because Dumas is a convicted felon and prohibited from legally possessing a firearm under state and federal law. According to the sheriff's office, Dumas is charged with the possession of a firearm by a felon and possession of a firearm with an obliterated number or mark. And if convicted, Dumas faces a 1 to 5 year imprisonment sentence for possessing a firearm with an obliterated number and 5 to 20 years imprisonment for possessing a firearm while being a felon. Self-defense. Trying to protect
Unless you're
your
a
son.
felon, you're supposed to just take it, I guess, at that point.
I don't know. Hopefully, he get a good lawyer.
Yeah, exactly.
And he just does probation.
Yeah, I mean, if you're telling me that I should have sat there and let them kidnap my kid, absolutely not. I'll gladly go to jail for that.
Right.
Just if it is what it is.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's read some comments.
Nothing came in yet. Oh, actually, if Oh, we're talking about the other thing Felicia said, and he did what? Talking about the kid, and said, "Wow, nothing else came in on this story yet."
Okay, next story. We got a lot of them. All right, where am I going here? Jump down to something. Dude, Papa John, founder John Shatner is still mad he lost his job for using the N-word. Why? Tell him why you mad.
Tell him why he lose his job if he's the owner.
Nah, you could lose it. You could lose because you're on the board, bro. The board votes you out.
Oh, I mean as far as that. Okay.
It's a wrap.
Okay.
It's a wrap. So, in his piece, Shatner wrote about why he should have been given an N-word pass, just like the one that was given to New York Governor Andrew Cuomo after he dropped the word during a live radio interview earlier this month. Ironically, Governor Andrew Cuomo used a racial comment during his live radio interview last week, and African-American state leaders rushed to defend him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would have defended that too because you had to see the context.
Exactly.
So they rushed to defend him, showing their understanding of the intent and context of his words while also considering his character. He wrote, Shatner claimed his exit from the company, which he still owns over 16% of, not a lot, has cost the brand severely, and explained that. In the meeting, I expressed frustration over the NFL controversy and paraphrased someone who had purportedly used the N-word on a frequent basis.
Yeah, knock it off. No, you didn't.
Nah, bruh.
Knock it off.
Nope, no pizza for you.
People heard the conversation because one of your people actually taped it because you were being out of order.
Yeah, I heard Shaq got a higher percentage than him now.
He probably does, but
yeah.
I'm still not buying Papa John.
Yeah, I'm saying.
And I still shake my head at Shaq.
I'm not mad at Shaq. I'm not eating Papa John's either, but I'm not mad at Shaq. I'm just not mad at Shaq.
He could have found another brand and jump on.
He could have this, he could have that, whatever like that. I don't control that man's money.
Nope.
I can't tell that man what to do with his money.
Exactly.
He
won't get my money through Papa John's.
He owns 13 chains now, 13 stores now, whatever, or more.
He can own them all, and I'm still not going to Papa John.
Do you? And I heard he got all African American management running all of them now. So salute.
You can't do that either. That ain't gonna work.
Salute the Shaq.
That ain't gonna work. How long
bro?
How long you think that's gonna work before somebody? All I see is black people running these things. So that ain't gonna work.
I can't tell people what to do with their money.
Absolutely not.
And I ain't mad at Shaq because I see all the good he does do in communities, whatever. So I'm not gonna jump on that hating Shaq train.
I ain't say I hate him. I'm just not buying Papa John's. And he could have found another brand to attach himself to other than Papa John's.
Try
to do all this stuff with it.
Shaq, bruh, I'm cool.
I'm bringing Papa John to all the HBCUs. How about you don't?
Put me in next movie, Shaq. I'm down. All right. So America's biggest restaurant chains, and this is interesting. Y'all check this out. America's biggest restaurant chains graded for antibiotics use in the food. Burger King, Olive Garden, and more receive an F.
Really?
Yes, receive an F. So let's read some of this, man. This is interesting.
Wow. That's big.
Okay. So many of your fast food and restaurant chains, favorite fast food and restaurant chains, continue to contribute to the growing threat of antibiotic resistance, according to a report released today by advocacy groups. According to CNN, the World Health Organization calls the development of bacteria that can't be killed by some of our current medicines one of the biggest threats to global health, food security, and development today. The organization released a report that showed that 15 of America's favorite fast food restaurant chains, let me go to the next one, received an F for their lack of action in reducing the use of beef raised with antibiotics, including popular chains like Burger King, Jack in the Box. They still got a Jack in the Box?
Yeah.
Olive Garden, Chili's, and Applebee's, as well as the top pizza chains, Pizza Hut, Domino's, and Little Caesar.
Really?
It's only the second year that the report has focused on beef, but some progress has been made. Only 2 restaurant chains received an A, and they were Chipotle and Panera Bread, who were early leaders in using only antibiotic-free beef and chicken.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Panera definitely. I used to work for the company for 5 years, and that was back then.
Wow. Now the other information, I forgot to put the other clip in, but McDonald's actually got a C.
Wow, C.
McDonald's, they got a C, and they were the highest grade out of most of the restaurants. McDonald's. They said McDonald's is pretty good.
You know what? You know why? And I hate to say it, these companies like a McDonald's and a Burger King, they do such high volumes that it's probably hard for them to find suppliers to supply them with that much of beef product that does come in at the right standard. You just got to think how many cows have to be born and slaughtered a day for them to actually keep up with the demand. And that's where the problem comes at. It's such fast food is in such a high demand because nobody wants to cook no more. Everybody wants to just run and get quick, you know, but there's a price that you pay for that. That's why fast food is so bad for you, because generally it's not the best food that you should be eating.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's some chains that were, you know, using pink slime. If you don't know what pink slime is, it's like the worst of ground beef.
So yeah, it says Subway and McDonald's received a C for making a commitment to begin the process of using antibiotic-free beef in their food items. But both still have a lot of work to be done. Yeah. The restaurants fared better with chickens, as CNN reported. A huge success story over the past 5 years is the reduction of chickens raised with antibiotics in many of our favorite fast food chains. Yeah, so all right, so that's interesting to know.
Same thing with chickens too. Just think of how many just think of all of these different concepts, right? Plus the supermarkets, plus the this, plus that. Just think of how much of this stuff has to be grown daily, and this is why you have them pumping up all of these animals with these steroids and antibiotics. You know, and the reason that they pump with the antibiotics is because they're pumped with steroids. So the steroids bring on disease, so they pump with the antibiotics so that the animals don't get sick. So if you got a chick that goes from a chick to a full-blown chicken in a week, like, that ain't good for you. But that's how they do it. You know, so technically it's better if the chick grows naturally or if the cow grows naturally, but you can't produce the amount of beef, chicken, and stuff that we need in this country naturally. You just can't do it.
I don't have Obamacare, bro. So the next time I get a chest infection or bronchitis, I'm going to eat some Burger King. They got antibiotics in there. I ain't got to go to the doctor.
That's where the problem comes in. If how antibiotics work, if you're constantly taking antibiotics, then they don't work. So if you notice, if you get sick,
yes.
right, and you go to the doctor and they have to give you antibiotics, and then you go back, say 2-3 weeks later, they won't give you antibiotics again because
they give you a different type,
or they won't give you anything else because your body, they don't want your body to get used to it.
Yes.
So if you're told,
it builds up an immunity.
Exactly. So if you're constantly ingesting it, so then when you need it, when you get sick, it doesn't work.
All right, so I'm gonna hold off from Burger King for a while so I can build up, you know.
Some resistance?
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm trying to save money any way I could. Let's read some comments.
Tracy said, I just automatically assume that when I eat fast food, it takes 2 years off of my life. Nikki Raspberry said, I don't like Papa John's. Yuck. Tracy said, I'm not eating Papa John's pizza, and I'm mad at Shaq.
I'm not eating it either, but I'm not mad at Shaq. I'm not mad at the brother.
And my man is still trying to shoot us. Nah, boy, I didn't do nothing wrong. I just said I didn't mean it. Knock it off, dude. You're done. You still got this 16%. You ain't hurting. You just ain't making the money you was making.
All right, so shout out to Twitter.
Yes.
So Twitter bans political ads after Facebook refused to do so. Facebook said we are not banning political ads, but Twitter is banning all the political ads. So can't do political ads on Twitter no more. And let's talk about it. He said, we've made the decision to stop all political advertising on Twitter globally. We believe political message reach should be earned, not bought. Why? A few reasons. You already know. Part of Trump's campaign is heavy on Facebook.
Yes.
It's very, very heavy on Facebook.
Yes.
You know,
with lies.
Yes, with
nobody fact check.
Yeah. Let's look at the clip and hear him talk about it.
And now to the campaign 2020. Twitter says that it will no longer accept political ads on its platform. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey tweeted yesterday, we believe political message reach should be earned, not bought. He went on to tweet, internet political ads present entirely new challenges to civic discourse. Among them, he said, unchecked misleading information and deep fakes. Dorsey's decision puts him at odds with Facebook's policies. Some believe Twitter's move was related to backlash Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg received on Capitol Hill last week when he was asked about paid political ads.
Seeing Twitter take the lead, especially right now, really does two important things. One, it defines democracy in a nonpartisan way by saying that they're not going to take the money for these types of political ads.
The decision drew immediate pushback from President Trump, who said, quote, it's yet another way to silence conservatives. And now to the campaign 2020. Twitter says that it will no longer accept political ads on its platform.
Yeah, we'll definitely clap it up. And you know, this is the crazy part about it. You knew, or they knew, that it was going to definitely upset Agent Orange. So let's see if he moves off, because you know how he is. When something is against him or he thinks against him, he talks about it. It's the worst thing, and he doesn't use it more. So we all know that Twitter is his, 24/7. He wakes up. I think he tried to have sex with Twitter, or sex with Twitter. So let's see if he stops using Twitter now. What do you think, Storm? Do you think that Donald Trump will stop using Twitter? He won't be Twitter fingers? I mean, if anything, this might be a blessing for his campaign and the people around him, because they probably in their mind like, finally, we can get him off of Twitter. He won't be making all these dumbass tweets and saying all this stupid stuff.
Oh, no, he still can tweet. That's the thing. He can't take out no ads.
No, what I'm saying, you know how he is.
Right.
In his mind, Twitter is attacking him. So now Twitter's going to be a fake website. It was the worst website anyway. I only used Twitter because there was nothing else I could use, blah, blah, blah. You know how he is.
Right.
So whenever he feels something's against him, he totally goes against it and stops it. So I know he's fighting himself right now. He's probably tweeting to himself or tweeting to Twitter about how he's, what I'm saying? He's just so stupid. So, like I said, I really want to see what happens with this guy, with Twitter right now. Because much as he loves it, it's eating him up to still have to use it.
Yeah.
And not talk bad about it.
True indeed. Indeed. All right, so let's go on through, let's read some comments, and we'll go on to the next story.
Actually, we don't have anything else that popped up yet.
So this is crazy.
Yeah.
Michigan auto shop owner receives backlash after Halloween decorations of Trump holding Obama's head. Wow. They just don't stop. A Halloween display featuring President Donald Trump and former President Barack Obama put up outside of a Fowlerville, Michigan auto shop has drawn concerns and even death threats to the owner. The original display was put up 3 weeks ago outside of Quality Coatings on Carr Street. It was a scarecrow with Trump's face mask holding a rope and Obama's face mask at the bottom of the rope. Under the Trump scarecrow foot was a Hillary Clinton mask. Just a few days ago, the auto shop owner took down the rope and Obama's head and placed a sash on the Trump scarecrow that says PC Police. Okay. A post on social media displaying the original decorations went viral, with many claiming the rope looked like a noose. The shop owner, who refused to go on camera, says it was not meant to be racist. Rather, the rope was meant to look like a spine and a move from the game Mortal Kombat. I feel like it was supposed to be a noose, and he says there's no winners. Yet who's holding Obama's head, said Ashley. Tyler, who lives near the display, a Secret Service spokesman, would not say if there was an active investigation into the display. The Secret Service does not confirm or comment on the absence of the existence of specific investigations. The Quality Coding's Facebook page has been removed after the owner said he received multiple negative reviews.
You think?
Well. What do you expect is going to happen? All right. And I don't know how you wouldn't think that would be seen as racist. Come on now. It's like, so you getting death threats? Sorry. You set yourself up for that one. I don't have no sympathy for you.
Zero.
You know,
and he probably won't get one. Well, I can't say that. He might. He won't get any more cars from one group of people, but he might have cars lined up around the corner from others. So
yeah. So what's going on with your boy, man? I know you put something in here about Ye.
No, I didn't put it in because the thing was too long.
All right, real quick for you moms, your moms in New York. New York is considering a ban on tackle football for kids under 12. No more tackle football for kids under 12. They trying to make that happen. So, and I get it. When I read the story, I'm like, a lot of people not going to be happy, but can you blame them? New York lawmakers are thinking about putting an end to tackle football for children 12 and under. If they are successful, New York will be the third state to ban the sport for kids, right behind Massachusetts and New Jersey. Oh, did they?
No.
No.
My grandson is just turned 7. He plays tackle football.
Right behind Massachusetts and New Jersey, according to ABC. I did hear something change. Now, I'm sure a lot of y'all who played in Pop Warner and youth leagues are wondering what's the big deal. Well, people are starting to change their minds about allowing kids to play tackle football due to the growing research regarding the dangers of concussions and their link to degenerative brain disease.
Bro, that's been like forever.
Wow. Earlier this week, a hearing was held on the issue that featured testimony from doctors, coaches, researchers. I don't know. I mean, I've been hearing a lot about this stuff.
Bro, but that's been going on since we were kids. I mean, that's football. Football is a contact sport.
They're going to change it, bro. They're trying to change it. Because of research, more and more research is coming out. Even with NFL, they changed a lot of rules. You know, they changed a lot of contact rules.
NFL's about to be touch football, flag football soon.
They changed a lot of rules, man, because they finding out too much about it. It's causing a degenerative disease, and it's also these concussions.
Equipment. It is a contact.
I get
sport.
it. I get what you're saying. They can't wear armor. I'm just saying, it is what it is, you know. And I think
excuse the expression, guys, I might say, but we are just being pussified as people. Like you can't do nothing manly no more. Like everything manly is being attacked. It's crazy. Like we can't do nothing manly no more.
Man, listen.
Every sports. Look at somebody I forgot who it was that just made a comment today I seen about basketball. And it was saying, matter of fact, it might have been Nia. She's saying why she don't watch basketball no more. The score was 158 to 146. There's no way in the world that you should be scoring almost 200 points in a game. But you know how that happens? That happens because nobody plays defense. You know why? Because you can't touch a play anymore in basketball. There's nobody
foul,
under the basket.
Foul.
There's nobody under the basket no more. Penalty. Banging in the paint. Like you can't touch each other. So now you're scoring 200 points. Who wants to watch that?
Yeah, I kind of fell off of the NBA a little bit.
I can't watch it.
I fell off that. I get what you're saying though, bro. But with the kids, I get why they're saying with the kids, man. Because you got 13-year-old kids getting paralyzed.
Yeah.
You know, from playing football, something they thought that was going to be fun.
Yeah.
You know, and then Come on, man. Kids don't really know how to really hit the way their adrenaline's going or whatever, and they can grab somebody in the neck, break their neck or something. You know, it's like, what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? So if they want them to play touch football or whatever like that, we play touch football in the street.
Yeah, I played tackle football in the street.
I played tackle too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like touch a little bit better, especially when you're playing against a team that from streets. We used to have the blocks play each other and play tackle football behind Barlow School.
School, the church, the Presbyterian church.
They would come for your head. Yeah. But I enjoyed it. I mean, I loved it.
With no equipment.
Yeah, with no equipment. This is true. With no equipment.
Not a lick. Maybe some cleats. If you was lucky enough to have some cleats, and then you was running on them.
But we were kids. We was having, but we were also stupid. We were stupid as hell. We was playing with no equipment. Come on, head button, the heads busting. Yo, I seen heads bust open.
It was fun.
I seen fingers get pulled back and bones come out. Yeah. I seen all of that. Enough of that, bro.
I did it as I got older too. We used to do the same thing.
Yeah, we
got older. Still was playing street ball, no equipment.
Yeah, we was dumb as hell. Let's read some comments.
Ingrid has said there should be a ban, especially when you see adult players being messed up. I mean, I don't know. Just
is what it is. Last but not least, John Legend is not friends, no longer friends with Kanye. John Legend told Vanity Fair, Kanye West is no longer my friend.
Wow.
Bottom line. I mean, it's that simple. You remember a time when John Legend and his wife, model Chrissy Teigen, used to double date with Kanye and Kim Kardashian. But gone are those times, because while John stood by Kanye for a long time, he jumped ship after the rapper started to support the white supremacists. Damn. So I'm not your friend no more. He said most troubling though has been his comments on race and what looks like his open disdain for black people. Kanye, who was openly critical of former President Barack Obama, a black man, he gave a very controversial statement about slavery just a year ago. But Legend doesn't share his views. And while he no longer considers Kanye a friend, he doesn't have anything bad to say about him. Kanye, if he's for you, he's a very ardent marketer and cheerleader. And during his latest interview with Vanity Fair, he shared that what he feels about him. Oh, yeah, and John ain't friends no more. And you remember John tried to warn Kanye about Trump, and West later shared publicly their private texts. In private texts that West later shared publicly, I think what was always challenging about it was Kanye has never been political. I don't think he knows one way or another what policies of Trump's he likes. He just kind of embraced Trump's blow it all up spirit and the energy of himself being countercultural in supporting him. Wow. Damn it, John. That's a shame of friendship. They was tight.
Really? They were tight like that?
Yeah, they was. They're both from Chicago.
Oh,
and they was cool. They was mad cool. And John's like, basically, I don't F with Kanye anymore. You know, but I ain't saying nothing bad about him. I just don't mess with him anymore.
Yeah, I mean, and I get it. Sometimes you do have to just distance yourself from people, you know, if you're not seeing eye to eye. Like I said, no love lost. You do you, I'll do me, you know. But I get him with that situation. Because, listen, that would be like you saying, yeah, I'm supporting Trump. Bro, we've been, like I said, we go back 40 plus years. I probably would stop effing with you. I would be like, yo, you do what?
What? Just because of my political view?
If you effing with Trump, I can't mess with nobody that
he's not saying listen, he's not so much saying because he's cool with Trump, they ain't friends no more. He put a whole bunch of reasons why they, and then Kanye put up private text between them two on social media. Yeah. That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
You don't do that.
So you heard with Pete. So listen, because if I turn Republican,
no, I ain't got nothing to do with you being Republican. You could be a Republican, but you just can't back a racist.
I tell you
because that says to me, I gotta look at you different.
I tell you what, I'm gonna be voting for Republican when they run now, just to see if you come to the station.
if you come in here with a MAGA hat on, you know what I'm gonna do, right? I unlock the door. I look and see you got a MAGA hat. I kindly turn back around, put all the locks back on because I'm like, he gonna need it. He gonna need the protection because he got a MAGA hat.
I got a cousin that voted for Trump. I'm still my cousin. Love him. Yeah. That's his view. That's his opinion. Yeah. Everybody don't see things the same.
But do you F with him like that?
Yes, we cool. Yeah, we cool. We good.
He would have to explain that one to me. And I know nobody don't have to explain nothing to you.
I'm
but he would have
say,
to explain that to me.
You know, that's just like me.
You got to
cutting somebody off because of. That's you. If you believe that, whatever. Listen, man.
If you are a black person in America, and this is, if I offend you, I don't even care right now. If you are a black person,
I ain't talking about the Trump
in
thing.
America. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't F with Trump.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. But if you are a black person in America and you support Donald dumbass Trump, there's something wrong with you. Like, you have to give me a really, you would really have to break that down to me why you would think that supporting this man and his beliefs and the things that he do and say is right. As a black person.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
And that to me would tell me that you're maybe a little demented or warped in the head, and I don't need to be around you anyway.
I think the same way about Cowboy fans, but I got a lot of friends that I still rock with, even though they rock with the Cowboys. I just don't get it. You know, I don't get it personally, you know, but I still rock with them. That's not going to change how I feel about you because you think differently than I do. If that's how you think,
I would still love you
because there are some people that really still don't think. There are some African Americans. Shout out to Stacey Dash. There are some African Americans that still don't think 45 is racist. So,
exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying.
But
exactly.
Because
how could you not?
Listen, they got justifications and reasoning for whatever. So if you really, you know, sometimes you can. I'm not going to be mad at a person because they're ignorant.
I am.
You heard what I just said?
I like ignorant ass people.
I'm not going to be mad or upset with a person because they're ignorant.
I will.
And they're not woke to certain things. I can't, you know, that's you. That's how you choose.
So do you think, well, you know what, if you think about the dynamics of both of those two people we're talking about Kanye, we're talking about Stacey Dash, the dynamics of the relationship.
They're going to end up getting married.
She has a white husband.
For now.
He has a white wife.
Till her and Kanye hook up.
I'm just saying. Do you think that could be what it? Do you think that could be what's blinding them? The fact that they have Caucasian partners, so maybe they view it different, or they let their Caucasian partner get in their ear about.
Kim is not Caucasian.
What is she?
She's Armenian. She's Armenian.
What the heck? What the F?
You know what Armenian is from?
But I'm saying, what?
She is Armenian.
I'm not saying that she's not. So she's from Armenia. Okay, she's still a Caucasian.
You're racist, bro.
I'm not racist. I'm telling you the truth.
You're racist. Your racist views have changed the way that I look at you.
Ain't no racist views.
She was Armenian.
She's Armenian. Armenians are Caucasians. Armenians are still white people.
So go ahead. Your point is.
So I'm saying, do you think that has something to do with swaying the way that they think? That, you know, because they're in their ear about stuff, so maybe they think differently. You get what I'm saying? Because they have a Caucasian counterpart, they look at it a little different.
Hey, I will say this. Kim has done more for incarcerated African Americans than some African American leaders.
That's because she liked Black D. She want them all out.
You know what? See, that was disrespectful.
I'm just saying.
On that note, let's read some comments.
I'm just saying.
See y'all tonight at Fridays. We're going to discuss this further. Come on out to TGI Fridays tonight. The Happy Hour Mix, Friday Night Live. All right? It's going down tonight. Trust me. It's a special first Friday, the Dollhouse Show. Shout out to the host. Tonight will be Sage. Miss Sage of the Dollhouse. She will be our host tonight. And the Dollhouse guest will be DJ Gary Salim, along with your boy, the racist, DJ Smooth P, and DJ Storm Norm the General. We're going to take this call. Caller from the 919. State your name where you calling from, man. What's good?
Yo. Peace, my brothers. Peace.
What's going on,
Peace,
family?
How you? Yo, y'all jokers got me at work cracking up, for real. For real, man. Today's topic, man, was in there, man. My dad did the same thing. He planned his whole funeral out down to the plot.
Salute.
Down to all of us going out, and enjoying life instead of standing around grieving and crying. Down to who got his rings, who got his suits, everything.
Nice.
Me and my siblings, we did the same thing, man. We got insurance. We done got our plots. None of us is being in the same area. I'm in a different state and all that. So, that was right on point.
No doubt.
Yo, P. Damn, man. I did the playground football, in the snow. I got 16 stitches over my eyes going head on with somebody thinking I got a helmet on.
Man, listen.
Yo, y'all brothers keep it up, man. Y'all made my Friday, man, for real.
No doubt, man. Salute, man. Peace and blessings.
Yo, peace, man.
Peace.
No doubt. Listen. All right, so next week, if y'all know anybody that make music, and I want to keep it across the board, it could be any type of music. So, we got the Live in the Cypher show, but we basically focus on hip-hop music. So with our Man Cave Morning show, if you want somebody to send their music in and they get some exposure, but guess what? All y'all listeners, y'all gonna rate the music. All right. So we going back to our segment, hot or not. We going back to hot or not. If it's hot, we gonna keep it in our rotation. We gonna rock it. We'll give it some shine. If it's not, we deleting it. We deleting it from the computer. Boom. All right. So I will be posting email with the graphics and everything like that where you can send the music to. Any kind of music. We don't care if it's gospel, house, club, R&B, whatever, country, whatever. Good music is good music. So y'all going to get the rate whether it's hot or not. That segment is coming back. And there's going to be a lot of new things on the Man Cave morning / afternoon show. Yeah. So make sure y'all rock out with us and y'all tune in, man. We'll be back next week because you know what?
Hold up before that. Ramut said Kardashian, same thing. I agree with P. And Ingrid said Armenia is part of the Caucasus Mountains. P is correct.
Ingrid, you Muslim, right? Yeah, let's go. Listen, Armenians is part of the Caucasus Mountains.
Now we can end this show.
Okay.
Tell them when you're mad, son. Tell them when you're really mad, son.
Armenians.
If you're Armenian, you are Caucasian.
Let's see.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Armenians constitute the main population of Armenia. There are wide ranges of sport, 5 million people, ancestry, blah, 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 blah. Armenian population today exists, blah, 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 blah. Means Indo-European language.
European. Caucasus Mountains, like she said.
Western Armenian. I'll look it up because I know you're a racist, so I can't trust your judgment.
And she said, no, Persia. I'm not. She said, look it up, LOL.
Persia, blah, blah, blah. All right. She has darker skin. She's a darker skin Armenian, like her daddy.
Oh, okay.
Remember her daddy?
So she got a little bit of olive in her.
Yeah, her daddy. Yeah, okay.
And a lot of shaka.
Okay. All right. Let's read one more comment.
No, I did it right. Ramu said, "Great show. Have a good day."
Yeah, we gotta lighten it up sometimes with y'all because we was talking about death today. And
but we was talking about death in a good way.
We was talking about in a good way, preparing yourself and everything. But we had to lighten it up. It is Friday.
Yes.
Thank God it's Friday. And again, hopefully we'll see y'all all at Friday tonight. Yeah. Come on out tonight. It's definitely gonna be popping. Shout out to the Dollhouse Show. It is Dollhouse First Fridays.
Yes.
Again, hosted by Miss Sage. I'll be on the set. Smooth P will be on the set. And the Dollhouse special DJ Gary Salim. All right, we'll be rocking out tonight. So come on out and enjoy yourself, man. All right. So again, this show is never about us.
No. It's always about you.
Because you are the next best kept racist.
Secret, whatever. And we love you guys. All of you guys.
Yes, and there's not a damn thing you could do about it.
Nope.
Yes.
Everybody except for you, 45.
No doubt.
And you, I don't like.
All right, y'all. Guess what? I'm Armenian.
All right.
I meant to tell you that.
He's Armenian. There you go. I knew it was something about this guy. All right, y'all.
Peace and blessings, my good peoples. Love y'all, kings and queens. No doubt. This was a fun show today.
Yes, sir.
All death aside. It was a fun show. Hey, man, Friday's tonight. Get them Shaka Khan tickets, too. NJ Pack is going down. Shaka says she's going to set it off for New Jersey. She said, I am ready to set it off. So y'all make sure y'all get them Shaka Khan tickets. I will be doing the after party, rocking out on the ones and twos. We're going to have a lot of fun, man. I'm trying to live my best life.
Shaka Khan.
Hey.
Shaka Khan.
And you're on BKS1 Radio.
It's your girl Chanel, BKS1 Radio, and I'm here with the beautiful Garcelle Bouzet.
I'm paying you later.
Hey, I'm the queen of comedy some more, and right now you're rocking with BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio Network. I'm here with the amazing Miss Tasha Smith. How you doing?
I'm doing so good. Thank you for coming out.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Hello, Denise Boutte. Hey, what's up? Shout out to BKS1 Radio. See you soon.
Brick City's finest, J.D. Williams. I'm in the Savage Podcast Studio, chilling at BKS1 Radio.
BKS1 Radio. I'm here with the legendary Mr. Dick Gregory. How you doing today, sir?
Fantastic, brother, and thank you.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Jamie Foxx, BKS1 Radio. What's going on with you?
Storming on. This is George Dr. Funkenstein Clinton for BKS1 Radio. They be doing the dog, y'all.
Yo, this is Chris Spencer.